What up, guys? It's me, dude. It's your boy, Grizzly. Martian. Ow, that's hot as shit, dude. Ow. How's it going? It's been a minute since I've actually done one of these. And, I mean, there is a reason for it. Well, sometimes, if there's like times that I'm not like in a super cheery mood, or I don't want to come on here and, make it seem like I'm all bummed out and like have the whole thing be a drag. So I don't know. I needed to take a little break and stuff because I've just been trying to figure shit out, dude. I um I did release one video of it. Some of you might have seen it, but I I'm unemployed right now due to unforeseen events. I had to end up quitting my last job, which I mean, not an ideal situation, but it'll be fine. Probably a good time for a different type of work anyway. So that's all right. I mean, I already have a job with Amazon that I'm starting next week. So I've been trying to find an additional job because I'll be working like 30 hours at Amazon, which will be good, but now I'm like behind on a bunch of bills and shit, so I kind of need to find something else to pick up a lot of the slack, dude. But we'll see. We'll see, dude. Sometimes it feels weird when I start it and Shakira's not in here. I mean, sometimes she'll just be roaming around or doing whatever, but a lot of times too, she's sitting over here and just chilling with me, and her presence is nice, I guess. But I've been letting her go outside like a lot more frequently because she wants to. She's actually very fucking annoying about it recently. I'll like wake up at 8 in the morning and she'll just go stand by the door and meow, 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 and look at me and keep meowing. I'm like, shut the fuck up. We just woke up. What what is so important out there that you have to immediately go outside? You're a house cat. You're an inside kitty. What are you doing out there? Do you have friends that I need to know about? What is she up to, dude? She goes out there for a while. I seriously let her out throughout the day, like 4 times, maybe 5 times sometimes. And then it'll still even be like, it's almost 10 o'clock, dude. I need to get on a strict regimen with her and have her on a curfew, because this is ridiculous, dude. It's almost 10 o'clock. Where is she? I went out to go throw away some trash and shit, and I'm not very good at whistling, but that's kind of the only whistle I need, because it's a good calling whistle, right? If I can, sometimes, sometimes is better than others, but that's what I do. I open the door and I go, and she usually runs right up. I give a couple little after a whistle too, and she knows. She'll usually come right up, But I was out there throwing the trash away, and I whistled, and I was being a bitch then too, because I wasn't really whistling properly. But even then, she could hear it, wherever the fuck she is. But she's not ready to come home. You hear the sirens? Maybe I should call the cops on her, dude. Maybe scare her straight a little bit, right? If you don't listen to your papa, I will have you arrested. Maybe you can spend the night in jail and then see if you want to come back home before curfew is up, right? What a brat, dude. She's just a little cutie. I just want her to be in here with me. Is that too much to ask? Is that so much to ask? Hold on. What is she doing, dude? I mean, she's pretty independent, and she's a cat, so I'm not too worried about her. She'll always come back or whatever, but what is she doing? It's funny too, even when I got arrested, a while ago, went to jail for 3 days, and just the way it went down and stuff, my door was actually open when I got arrested, so they hauled me off to jail and took me in, and I was in the jail the whole time with the door open. And actually, funny enough too, I had her bag of food on the table over here, and it's usually under the sink, closed away behind the cupboard and shit. But I must have left it out on the table, which was good, because I think she knocked it over, and it was just kind of spilled onto the floor. So she had food and shit, and she probably had some water left, and then there was probably some shit in the sink that she was just drinking out of, so worked out just fine. And when I came back home from jail, she was literally just sitting outside the door. The door was open, but she heard the car coming up or something, because she came right out and just looked at me like she was just waiting for me. Oh, you're finally here. What's up, Papa? So she's a survivor. She's pretty good, dude. But gotta start getting on a schedule with her. That's what it comes down to. But yeah, I've just been chilling, dude. Chilling, trying to find some other work. I got some shoes coming in the mail because for Amazon you have to get composite or steel toe shoes, but they can't be boots. But I have steel toe boots. I worked in the steel industry, but you can't wear those. You have to have sneaker type shoes that are steel or composite toe. So you have to actually get the right shoes before you can start. So I did that, and then so stupid, dude, because it's actually a job. I had this set up for a while, and I just never picked my start date. So my whole application, background check, all this stuff was ready to go anyway. And the only thing that I had to do again was a drug test. And I did it the first time. I was that far in the process that I did it last time a few months ago. And so I guess you had to do it again. But I couldn't do it through the app for the application and everything. It wouldn't let me set up an appointment. So I called him and I told him what the issue was. And so the dude set me up with an appointment for the next day. And then I got an email verification about it and looked at it. And it was for Nampa, Idaho. I'm in Rexburg, dude. That's like 5 hours away from me. So I called him back and I was like, hey, you set me up with an appointment at Nampa. I'm 5 hours away from Nampa. I'm not gonna drive all the way there just to do a drug test. Can we get it set up over here? He was like, yeah, yeah. So he started looking at it, tried to get it all figured out, and then he was like, oh, they actually, that's why it got set up in Nampa, because they don't have the recruiting over there in Idaho Falls. So your only option is to go to Nampa. I was like, what are you talking about? Why would that? Do you want people to actually, like, get on the job force with you guys? How do you expect people to start working for you if you don't offer the services closer than 5 hours away? And he was like, yeah, sorry, I don't know. I was like, what? This makes no sense. I was like getting frustrated with him, and he could tell. And then, yeah, he was like, yeah, that's the only way to do it. And actually, I don't know what happened. Maybe because I took it a few months ago, they like just said it was okay or something, because I went back to the application thing and then it said drug test completed. Buy your shoes now and then you're good. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Thank you. So that's what I did. And it's actually a shift from 3:30 in the morning to 11 o'clock in the AM, which is interesting. That actually I could easily get another job, you know? It actually might not be a terrible schedule for starting out or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was silly. They should probably change that, right? You should probably have a recruiting department in the same area if you expect anybody to actually work for you. But, you know, I'm a new employee, so what do I know? All right, dude. Cool. Well, it's been a little while. Thanks for stopping by, guys. It's your boy, Grizzly Martian. Out. Peace.